Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and today I'm going to talk about With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. And I read this book for the Olympics Readathon. This was my Demeter prompt because, as you can see, it has food on the cover. And I read this with immersion reading, so I listened to the audiobook while I read along in my library copy. And I really enjoyed this book a lot. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was a good read. I wouldn't say it was absolutely fantastic, but I really enjoyed it as a good YA read, a quick read. The audiobook was absolutely fantastic. The author narrates it herself, and she did such a great job at narrating this book. I thought the prose was balanced well. We see our main character's struggles going through being a teen and a teen mom, the culture, the race, and being poor in the US, and trying to balance all of that while in school and thinking about college and how to pay for her baby girl, and it all just fit well together in the story. It never felt like it was too much. It never felt like something was just thrown in your face. Like sometimes a lot of YA books can feel unbalanced and over dramatic, but this one didn't feel like that at all. I felt it was very well balanced, very well written. The characters were well fleshed out when they needed to be, and it was great overall. And at the start of each part, we get one of Amani's recipes, which I thought was a really nice touch. So let's talk spoilers really quick. I love to see Amani struggle with the expectations of others, both good and bad, and the expectations of herself. People wanted her to go to college. They wanted her to get a good job, to be able to provide for her daughter and to make something of herself. But she knew the balance that it would take and what she could do realistically. And she took everyone's suggestions and she made her own decision, which I loved seeing. She didn't give in to just one person's wants. She weighed it all and she thought of the pros and cons of everything, including what she wanted. And that was really great to see, especially in such a young character. My favorite quote from this book was, "I don't know if a shrug can be a sad thing or not, but that small movement of his shoulders, not something in my throat." And if you've ever seen a person dejected and sad and depressed and you see that kind of sad shrug, you know exactly what she's talking about in this quote. And that's just an example of the prose in this book, where it's simple, it's straight to the point, and you know exactly what it means, but you still feel all of that emotion in it. So I highly recommend With the Fire on High if you want a good YA romance that deals with a lot of different very difficult issues in a light, easy to understand way. Highly recommend the audiobook. It was, like I said, fantastic. Elizabeth Acevedo did a fantastic job narrating her own book, and I highly recommend it. So 4 out of 5 stars With the Fire on High. Highly recommend it. If you've read this book, let me know what you thought in the comments below. As always, my Patreon and Discord information will be in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.